Zealots in Hypixel Skyblock. Isn't it a love-hate relationship? Farming zealots is something we have all done before. You have to run around as quickly as you can and then try to slap zealots before someone else does it. But this is a lot of effort and I don't like effort, so I decided to AFK Zealots. First, let's take a look at what zealots are. Zealots are a type of enderman that can be found in the end, more specifically in the Dragon's Den. They are level 55, have 13,000 health and deal 1250 damage. Now, a lot of people in this game have slapped zealots before. There is a 1 in 420 chance that you will get a special zealot, which becomes 1 in 210 after you killed 420. Now, after committing literal genocide, a special zealot will spawn and try to offer you a peace offering in the form of an end portal frame. Now, if you kill this zealot, you will get a summoning eye, so naturally you will take the peace offering, sell it for 1 million coins, and then do it all over again. Now a word from our sponsor, me. About 5% of people that watch my videos are subscribed. Now if we get this number up to 50%, I would already be at YouTube rank, which would be insane. And since I'm trying to AFK YouTube rank as well, I would appreciate if you subscribed. In the past, there has been a way to AFK zealots. You would sit down on your stone pad so you wouldn't get any knockback and not get AFK kicked, and you would use the vampire witch mask. This spawns 2 bats that will fly to enemies and then explode and deal explosive damage. The damage these bats deal scales with mana, and that is why most people will use 3/4 twice armor and also hold a weapon that gives extra intelligence. That way you can easily one-shot a zealot. Right now though, if you don't move for some time, then your bats will also be frozen in place, making it so that this AFK method doesn't work anymore. But it's not really about moving, it's more about being in combat. I found this nice spot at the right back end of the Dragon's Den. And as long as you are in combat, because other mobs are attacking you, your bats will keep on flying and exploding and killing zealots for you. But there are a couple issues with this method. After some time the same thing will happen. You will no longer be in combat and your bats will just be there and don't move at all. Now it's also easy to sabotage this method just by killing all the mobs around the AFKer, so this is not the play. Now what if you could move instead? There is a pet that makes it so you can actually move without moving at all. Yes, the red pet. While you're riding your pet, you will still go in the front direction. But in the end you will end up in a corner like this. You will not take knockback and you will still be in combat, but the same thing happens as before. Now I started to check out these teleport pads. They are actually connected in a straight line, so as long as you keep walking forwards you can go from one to the other. So what if you do it while riding your rat? Then you will actually get off your rat the moment you use the teleport pad. This is pretty sad because otherwise you could actually AFK it by just riding your rat. So it's time to get off of the idea of the vampire witch mask and switch to something else. Now instead of the bats we will be using pets to actually deal the damage. First of all the snowman pet, but it cannot hit endermen. I'm using a wither set with a ball pet. The witherborn will hit zealots and your ball pet will also use... Wait, what? Oh my god, wait. Guys, this is insane. I just got a summoning eye. My luck is usually trash. Like, what is this? Well, back to the video. So, as long as you are in combat, every 5 seconds your ball pet will deal true damage to enemies around you. This will depend on the actual damage you can do, so you need a good damaging set. I'm doing this in full Necron, but you can choose whatever set you have, for example Shadow Assassin, and so on. The reason I kind of like full Necron is because the Witherborn will also attack enemies and will also keep you in combat. That means that you will kill a lot more zealots than without the Witherborn. It's also needed to put a dwarf turtle helmet on your ball pet so you don't get moved around by all of these mobs. Otherwise you will end up in a corner where you can probably not kill any zealots. This is not super efficient, but it's AFK, and now that summoning eye prices are so high, it's actually kind of good to farm zealots. And that is why I wanted to show off a couple of methods that are actually fun to farm zealots. Setup number 1 is using a precursor eye, an endermite pet and a daedalus axe. The precursor eye actually scales with your combat and not with intelligence, so you have to be at least kind of high level combat to one-shot zealots. Now every zealot you kill you will gain about 200 coins thanks to the Daedalus X and the endermite pet ability. If you get a special zealot, it will spawn up there with you and you can easily kill it and get the eye. Setup number 2 is using a sword that is actually not very used at all. It's the Silent Death. As you can see, if you look at the mob within 20 blocks, you can teleport towards it, and once you kill a mob, the ability will reset, so there is no cooldown at all. It's actually pretty good to farm zealots because 20 blocks is kind of far. You will also see that every Silent Death has Scavenger 5, which will give you extra money, and you could get an epic one if you want some better stats. It honestly depends on what you want. Epic Spicy Silent Death is actually pretty good and you will easily be able to one-shot zealots with this. There are no legendaries because no one is crazy enough to recombobulate this. Now method 3 is using the epic Dreadlord sword. Now if you were using a Jerrychine gun before, then this will be one that you will actually like. Because if you're using Wise Armor and you have a sheep, you can actually spam this just like Jerrychine. And the heads are almost the same speed as well, so you can just run around, look at things, use your ability, keep on running. And it works out pretty nice. Not only is this setup very cheap, it will also be a lot quicker than just melee. There's also the Soul Stealer bow that is about the same concept, but this bow actually deals a very trash damage. You can never kill zealots with this, so it's not worth to get. Then last but not least, since the update with different arrows, you can use just about any bow to farm zealots. This is because of the explosive arrows. No, this is not an explosive bow, it's a hurricane bow and I'm using explosive arrows. Now this is the end of the video and I hope you enjoyed. I'm planning on streaming on this channel every Saturday or Sunday at around 1 PM EST, so make sure you're there. And also make sure to subscribe, like and leave a comment. I want to thank all of you for hitting 3000 subscribers and for the amazing support on the past videos. Thank you guys. Peace.